The history of the Indian civilization is not only the most fascinating examples of lost history, it is also the most mysterious. India consistently surprises one's interest as we delve into a civilization that almost feels like it still has a god-like connection, a connection that has not been lost or forgotten since the beginning of creation. It is strange to think that this culture openly tells us that the gods visited the earth and lived here in the very distant past. There's evidence and stories that are far too widespread for this not to be true, yet we still look to closed societies and secret sects when it comes to seeking the truth. The lure of the not knowing lures us like flies to a flame, even though the answers are offered up right before our very eyes. There are secrets to be learned. All we have to do is wake up. Just wait till you hear this. Around about 2,000 years ago, the human civilization all around the world was very unstable. Wars, famine, ethnic cleansing, colonization, and religious uncertainty had a grasp on humanity. It was at a tipping point. Emperor Ashoka of India devised a plan to preserve Indian tradition and knowledge as he foreseen a great collapse in society. Ashoka summoned 9 of the most brilliant minds in India at this time. For security purposes, the identity of these men was never made public. Together, these trusted individuals formed a secret society that came to be known as the 9 Unknown Men. Ashoka was forced into many battles to preserve the great empire, but he was sickened by the carnage and did not see more war as an option. He converted to Buddhism and began to spread peace everywhere he went, such as the traumatic effect the wars had on his mind. Ashoka declares, "The only true conquest was to win men's hearts by observance of the laws of duty and piety. Because the sacred majesty desired that all living creatures should enjoy security, peace, and happiness, and be free to live as they pleased." The organization went about accumulating all of the scientific knowledge they could, from natural science to psychology to time travel and the study of the cosmos. Fearing that if ordinary men were given scientific knowledge, they would use it for destruction, only the 9 men were allowed to study and develop scientific theories and technology. To better accomplish this daunting task, each of the 9 was charged with a specific book that he was to update, revise, and ultimately perfect the knowledge therein. When one of the 9 could no longer complete the task, whether from the wish to retire, failing health, or death, the obligation was passed to a previously chosen successor. The number of members in the society was always to be 9. Thus, the Society of the 9 Unknown Men has allegedly lived on continuously for over 2,000 years. Much like secret groups such as the Illuminati, there are many rumors about their current and past members. The Unknown Men are apparently spread all over the world, with some of them allegedly holding very prominent positions. Among conspiracy theorists, the 9 Unknown is often cited as one of the oldest and most powerful secret societies in the world that is working for the good of the world. The suspected members of the 9 Unknown included the influential 10th century Pope Sylvester II, who strangely brought back from travels in India an automated head that he would ask questions as to which it would answer yes or no. And also Vikram Sarabhai, the scientist who created India's space program. The world learned about the existence of these unknown men in 1923 through Talbot Mundy's book, The 9 Unknown Men, a member of the British police force who served India for 25 years. Avoiding all forms of religious, social, or political agitations, deliberately and perfectly concealed from the public eye, the 9 were the incarnation of the ideal man of science, serenely aloof but conscious of his moral obligations. Having the power to mold the destiny of the human race, but refrain from its exercise, this secret society is the finest tribute imaginable to freedom of the most exalted kind. Looking down from the watchtower of their hidden glory, these 9 unknown men watched civilization being born, destroyed, and reborn again. Tolerant rather than indifferent and ready to come to the rescue, but always observing that rule of silence that is the mark of human greatness. Anyway, guys, we wanted to bring this information to your attention, and we will, of course, link the online sources below, so please go and check them out. Let us know what you make of the 9 unknown men. Comments below, and thank you for watching.